हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, हाउ आर यू। होपफुली आप सब बहुत अच्छे होंगे और अपने अपने गांव में स्टडी कर रहे हो। बेटा, जैसे कि आप जानते हो, वी आर स्टडिंग पीरियोडिक क्लासिफिकेशन और ये चैप्टर हम काफ़ी कर चुके हैं। आपको मैंने कुछ वीडियोस भेजे और ऑनलाइन क्लासेस में हम काफ़ी आगे आ गए। सो फॉर योर रिवीजन पर्पस एंड फॉर दोज who face problem to connect online due to their network problem or some other issues, watch these videos very carefully, okay? And if you have any doubts, then you can contact me or call me. Dear students, in the classification we are going to study long form of periodic table or Bohr's periodic table, okay? In the long form of periodic table or Bohr form of periodic table, this is the structure of this table, in which there are 18 vertical columns and 7 horizontal rows. These 18 vertical columns are commonly known as group number, and these 7 horizontal rows are called periods or series. Dear students, this is the modified form of the old form of Mendeleev's periodic table, as well as modified periodic table and modern periodic table. The old form of periodic table, as you know, was based on the atomic masses. Increasing order of atomic masses, elements are arranged, and it is observed that after regular interval or periodically, there is the repetition of similar properties of elements. And then, after the discovery of atomic number by Moseley experiment, modern periodic table has been studied, and in this table the concept is that the repetition of periodic properties of elements based on the atomic number, that is the chemical and physical properties of elements, are the periodic classification of atomic number. And we discussed already what are the defects and advantage significance of the old form of periodic table as well as modern periodic table. Now, after the discovery of atomic number as well as study of electronic configurations in terms of SPDF subshells by Orbaugh principle, Pauli's exclusion principle, as well as by Hund's rule. Now, this is the latest form of periodic table which we have to study. There are the 18 vertical columns, that is the groups, 7 horizontal rows, that is the periods. In this structure, the table is divided in 4 parts. One is the S block. These 2 vertical columns are S block. These 6 vertical columns are P block, and these 10 vertical columns are D block, and there are separate 2 series are called F block. That is the overall 118 elements discovered so far has been classified in 4 blocks. So in S block, if we talk about these 2 groups, here is hydrogen and here is the helium, and the remaining elements of first group, hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium and francium. While in the second group, this is the beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium and radium. These are the mostly metals. All are metals except hydrogen, and these are known as alkali metals. These are alkaline earth metals. These are the alkali metals and these are the alkaline earth metals. Dear students, these are those elements in the first group. Basically, this is the first A group having general electronic configuration NS1 in their outermost. All these elements in the first group has configuration NS1 in their outermost. So all these should have same properties, because this table, that is a long form of periodic table or Bohr's periodic table, based on electronic configuration. The cause of periodicity, the cause of the repetition of properties, chemical and physical properties of elements, is the basically repetition of similar outermost electronic configuration after regular intervals. So this is the cause of periodicity. And you know, in S block elements, the general outermost configuration is NS122. P block elements have their general outermost configuration NS2 and P126. D block elements have general outermost configuration NS2 and -1D1 to 10. A block elements have their general outermost configuration ns2 n-1 d0 to 1. Remember d0 to 1, not d1 to 10, and this n-2 f1 to 40. ठीक है, where n is the number of outermost orbit or period number. Okay. Similarly, in p block elements, helium, these are the inert gases. These are also known as 0 group or 18 group elements. Helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon. Okay, and before this, these are called halogens. 17th group elements known as halogens, and these are fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, astatine. These are halogens. These are inert gases or rare gases or noble gases. And in the 16th group, this is the oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium, polonium. And 15th group, this is nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony, and bismuth. And in the 14th group, this is the carbon, silicon, germanium, Sn, and Bb. And this is the boron family: boron, aluminum, gallium, indium, thallium. Okay, and these are the d block elements. You can see in the periodic table. Most of d block elements are studied along the period. This is the scandium, titanium, vanadium, chromium, manganese, iron, cobalt, nickel, copper, and zinc. F block elements are basically placed along with lanthanum and actinium. Lanthanum and actinium. These elements, lanthanum elements are these. Lanthanum, and these are the actinium elements. These 14 elements are separated in F block elements. F block elements commonly known as inner transition elements. Inner transition element. D block elements are known as transition elements. All are metals, mostly are hard metals. Okay, so dear student, this is the table. Generally, no need to learn, but need to study about the groups, periods, and their properties one by one. Okay, so this is the general classification. What is the like 1 mark question can be asked? What is the S block general outermost configuration? NS1 to 2. These elements have configuration by NS1, and these elements, second group elements, have configuration NS2. P block elements have repeated configuration. Each and every element has outermost electronic configuration NS2 and NP126. This one, 13 group elements, boron family has NS2, NP126, that is NP1, NP2, NP3, NP4, NP5, and NP6. So this is the general classification. Now, if we talk about these group numbers, as you know, in the old form of periodic table, each group is subdivided in two groups, two subgroups. So like this, group number 1, 2, that is first two, and from 13 to 18, these groups are first A, second A, third A, fourth A, fifth A, sixth A, seventh A, and eighth A. These are S and P block elements, commonly known as representative or normal elements. Commonly known as representative or normal elements. Group number, these 3 to 12, that is the D block elements, referred as the subgroup B, third B, fourth B, fifth B, sixth B, seventh B, eighth B. Eighth B has 8, 9, 10, 3 parts, and first B and second B. These are called transition elements. Now, this is the basic question. What do you mean by transition elements? What are inner transition elements? We will discuss later when we study in detail of D and F block elements. As you know, at the starting, this is the general introduction part of the classification. Further, we have chapters like S block is a separate chapter, hydrogen is a separate chapter, P block is a separate chapter, D and F block are the separate chapters which we have studied in +2. Okay. So now, if we talk about the further study of these elements, then remember all these are metals. These are the metals. These all are metals. But in P block, the classification like this. In the P block, like this classification, one by one step, you get like this. These are the non-metals and these are the metals, and they are the general properties, periodic properties I will discuss in the next part, but this is the basic classification. Question can be asked about the table as well as about their configuration. Okay, now let's see the one more thing. In the long form of periodic table, elements having atomic number 100 or greater than 100, having atomic number 100 or greater than 100, named according to IUPAC. According to IUPAC rule, you know IUPAC as an institution, International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry, head office Geneva, स्विट्जरलैंड. इन्होंने बेटा इसके IUPAC नेमिंग दिए 100 प्लस एलिमेंट्स के जो एटॉमिक नंबर्स हैं उनके IUPAC नेम, क्योंकि जो 100 प्लस एलिमेंट्स हैं, 100 से ज़्यादा एटॉमिक नंबर वाले एलिमेंट्स हैं, उनमें से मोस्ट ऑफ एलिमेंट सिंथेटिक है, मैन मेड है. और ज़्यादातर जिन कंट्रीज़ ने इनकी डिस्कवरीज की उन्होंने अपने अपने लीजेंडरी साइंटिस्टों के नेम के बेसिस पर या कोई सिटीज़ के नेम के बेसिस पर या फिर उनसे रिलेटेड कोई डिस्कवरी या प्रोजेक्ट और एसोसिएशन के बेसिस पर उन एलिमेंट्स के नेम रख दिए. तो दूसरे कंट्रीज़ ने ऑब्जेक्शन करा, एक ने जैसे डिस्कवर्ड करा उन्होंने नाम रख दिया. मान लीजिए रसिया ने कोई एलिमेंट बना उन्होंने रख दिया मेंडेलिनियम, अमेरिका ने कोई एलिमेंट डिस्कवर्ड करा उसने रख दिया रदरफोर्डियम. तो फिर साइंटिस्टों को प्रॉब्लम होने लगी और दूसरे कंट्रीज़ वालों ने कहा भाई ऐसे तो आपका एलिमेंट हो गया या आपके नेम पे हमें पढ़ना पड़ेगा. तो IUPAC ने कहा कि देखो उन्होंने जो नेम रख दिए ठीक है, बट फिर भी अगर आपको नेम में कोई एतराज़ है देन यू कैन स्टडी ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ देयर IUPAC पैटर्न. सो व्हाट वाज द IUPAC पैटर्न? अकॉर्डिंग टू IUPAC, if there is 0 then you have to write it nil. If you have 1 you have to write it un. If you have 2 you have to write it bi. 3 tri. 4 quart. 5 write it pent. 6 write it hex. 7 write it sept. 8 write it oct. 9 write it eel. These are the name of the numbers in the IUPAC pattern. Now how can you write the IUPAC name of the element? Look, suppose we have to name the element having atomic number 100. So write 100 का IUPAC name क्या होगा? Please ध्यान देना. Here is the 1 is written as un. Here is 0 is written as nil. Just उसके बाद ही लिख दो. Again there is 0, again write it nil, and then add suffix em. Now this is the IUPAC name of atomic number element 100 un-nil-nilium. And what is its symbol? Symbol के लिए आपको जो first alphabet है write it in capital, and nil का n, another nil का n write it in short form. UNN, it is 100 element. Take another example. Suppose you are going to write the name of the element having 110. ठीक है, suppose 1 तो आ चुका है. Suppose I am going to write the element name 115. So 1 is what? Un. Again 1 un, and 5 pent em. And what is its symbol? U and U and P. One is U is capital UUP. इस तरीके से हम किसी भी एलिमेंट का IUPAC नेम लिख सकते हैं जिनका एटॉमिक नंबर 100 से ज़्यादा है या फिर 100 है, अकॉर्डिंग टू IUPAC पैटर्न. Okay, now the another important thing on the basis of classification, can be asked, like these are the lanthanum element, haplog element, Lanthanum element also known as rare earth elements. Actinium elements known as mostly radioactive elements. Okay. Now general question can be asked, write the characteristics of S block, P block, D block and F block elements. Write the general characteristics of S, P, D, F block elements. ओके, इस टाइप के क्वेश्चन पूछे जा सकते हैं, या फिर राइट विथ फॉर दिस डिस्कशन राइट द जनरल कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स ऑफ मेटल्स, नॉन मेटल्स एंड मेटलॉइड्स. इनके बारे में आपको लिखने को कहा जा सकता है. देन आई थिंक दीज आर द बहुत जनरल क्वेश्चंस हैं. यू कैन जस्ट स्टडी इट अबाउट द एलिमेंट्स. जैसे जो मेटल्स हैं, सो ऑल दीज आर मेटल कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स. व्हाट आर द मेटल्स? गुड कंडक्टर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिसिटी एंड हीट, हैव हाई मेल्टिंग एंड बॉइलिंग पॉइंट, very reactive, have tendency to lose electrons. These are very good reducing agents. These are electropositive in nature. Okay, these are extremely reactive. जैसे कि आपको पता है lithium, sodium, potassium. These metals cannot be stored in water as well as in the open air. Explosion हो जाता है. That's why these are stored in the kerosene. Okay. Similarly, these are D block elements. These are hard metals. These are very high heat of fusion, high melting and boiling point, definite crystalline structure, very good conductor of electricity and heat, can show variable oxidation state. Okay. Can show color, can form complex compounds. P block elements, bottom elements mostly and metals, upper elements are mostly non-metals. On moving top to bottom, metallic character increases. These are non-metals and have tendency to gain electrons. These have oxidizing nature. Fluorine is the most electronegative, cesium is the most electropositive. Francium and seventh period elements are mostly radioactive in nature. Radioactive means have tendency to undergo self decay. Okay, so these are some general characteristics. F block elements, all are metals, all are very good reducing agent, but most of radioactive. These are very reactive. So all characteristics of metals. So these are the general characteristics. You can refer the book for the detailed study of all these. Otherwise, I will discuss all these block elements in the corresponding block chapters. Okay. Now, the very important part is this. Please focus on this. The prediction of position of elements in the periodic table. How can you predict the position of element in the periodic table? Just by knowing the atomic number. अगर आपको किसी एलिमेंट का एटॉमिक नंबर पता है तो उसके एटॉमिक नंबर के बेसिस पर क्या आप उसका पीरियोडिक टेबल में कोई पोजीशन प्रेडिक्ट कर सकते हो कि एलिमेंट टेबल में कहाँ होना चाहिए, क्या इसका ग्रुप नंबर है, क्या इसका पीरियड नंबर है, ठीक है, कहाँ पे ये लाई करेगा, कहाँ नहीं लाई करेगा. तो देखते हैं बेटा, ध्यान से देखना. इसका कोई रूल नहीं है बट फिर भी मैं लिख रहा हूँ. पहला रूल तो यही है, फर्स्ट राइट इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कन्फिगरेशन. जिस एलिमेंट की आपने पोजीशन प्रेडिक्ट करनी हो पीरियोडिक टेबल में, सबसे पहला काम है कि उसका इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कन्फिगरेशन लिखो इन टर्म्स ऑफ एस, पी, डी एंड एफ ब्लॉक. इन टर्म्स ऑफ एस, पी, डी, एफ ब्लॉक में आप उस एलिमेंट का जो है इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कन्फिगरेशन एंड ऑब्जर्व दैट if last electron is entered in the electronic configuration, when we write electronic configuration, if last electron is entered into the s subshell, अगर इलेक्ट्रॉन फिलिंग करते करते लास्ट इलेक्ट्रॉन s सबशेल में जा रहे हैं, then the element belongs to s block. And if it enters into the p subshell, when we filling electrons, अगर लास्ट इलेक्ट्रॉन p सबशेल में जाता है, it belongs to p block. And if last electron is entered into the d subshell, then it belongs to d block element. And if last electron enters into the f subshell, then the element belongs to f block element. So it is very simple to predict the block. कुछ नहीं करना आपने, जस्ट इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कन्फिगरेशन लिखना है. लिखते लिखते देखिए कि लिखते वक्त लास्ट इलेक्ट्रॉन कौन से सबशेल में एंटर करा है. एस में करा है तो एस ब्लॉक, पी में करा है तो पी ब्लॉक, और डी में करा है तो डी ब्लॉक, और अगर एफ में एंटर करा है तो एफ ब्लॉक एलिमेंट कहलाएगा. ओके. नाउ how can you predict some other like group number, period number? So take an example. नोट कर लेना आप प्रॉपर्ली. जब आपने बेटा ये फाइंड कर लिया कि एलिमेंट कौन से ब्लॉक में एंटर कर रहा है, अगर एलिमेंट एंटर कर रहा है एस सबशेल में तो वो एस ब्लॉक एलिमेंट हो गया. एस ब्लॉक एलिमेंट के लिए जनरल आउटर मोस्ट कन्फिगरेशन होता है NS1 to 2. आपने इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कन्फिगरेशन लिखा, देखा लास्ट इलेक्ट्रॉन किसमें एंटर कर रहा है, एस ब्लॉक में. एस ब्लॉक का जनरल इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कन्फिगरेशन है NS2. देन दिस n विल गिव यू द पीरियड नंबर, एंड 1 और 2 जो भी इलेक्ट्रॉन्स हैं एस में, 1 और 2 विल गिव यू द ग्रुप नंबर. अगर 1 इलेक्ट्रॉन है तो ग्रुप नंबर 1 आएगा, और 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन है तो ग्रुप नंबर 2 आएगा. ओके. Similarly, if last electron is entered into the p subshell, elements belong to p block elements, and the general outermost electronic configuration of p block is NS2 NP126. This is the outermost electronic configuration of the element in which last electron is entered and belongs to p block. Now if last outermost electronic configuration is this one, then the n belongs to the group number, period number, and the total electrons जितने भी इसमें होंगे, total number of outermost s and p electrons plus add 10 will give you group number. जैसे मान लीजिए इसमें 5 है, इसमें 2 तो 7 हो गए. 5 + 2 7, इसमें 10 ऐड कर दो तो ग्रुप नंबर कितना आ जाएगा, 17. एक्चुअली दीज आर द एस ब्लॉक एलिमेंट, दीज आर द डी एंड दिस इज द पी. ये 10 है और ये हमने एस और पी के इलेक्ट्रॉन्स तो सम कर लिए, लेकिन ये डी के नंबर्स तो जाएंगे ना यहाँ तक. नंबरिंग देखो 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 10 8 11 12 इधर जाएंगे. ओके. सो जब आप पी ब्लॉक की प्रोडक्शन करो, एलिमेंट पी ब्लॉक में एंटर कर जाए, तो फिर आप उसका कन्फिगरेशन में बाहर वाला ऑर्बिट देखो, वहाँ पे s और p के जो इलेक्ट्रॉन्स होंगे उनमें 10 ऐड कर दो तो ग्रुप नंबर. बल्कि बाहर जो n की वैल्यू आती है, आउटर मोस्ट ऑर्बिट की वैल्यू है, दैट विल गिव यू द पीरियड नंबर. मैं एक एग्जांपल के साथ समझाऊंगा, बट पहले एक और समझ लीजिए. इन केस ऑफ डी ब्लॉक एलिमेंट, अगर लास्ट इलेक्ट्रॉन डी सबशेल में एंटर करता है, देन इट्स अ डी ब्लॉक एलिमेंट. In case of d block element, the outermost configuration belongs to like this. Then in this case, the n जो भी वैल्यू होगी n की, it give you the period number. And for group number, sum of electrons in the ns एंड n-1d सब शेल। इसमें कुछ एक्स्ट्रा नहीं ऐड करना, इन्हीं के इलेक्ट्रॉन्स का सम अप कर देना, दैट विल गिव यू द ग्रुप नंबर एंड द वैल्यू ऑफ n विल गिव यू द पीरियड नंबर। ओके, if electron is entered in the F block, entered in the F subshell, अगर कोई इलेक्ट्रॉन F subshell में एंटर करता है then it belongs to F block element and the configuration is n-2 F1 to 14 n-1 D0 to 1 and ns0 to 2। ये इसका कन्फिगरेशन होगा। लास्ट इलेक्ट्रॉन F में एंटर कर रहा होगा, ये आउटर मोस्ट शेल है, ये पेनल्टी मेड शेल है, ये प्री पेनल्टी मेड शेल है। इट इज द पेनल्टी मेड शेल। पेनल्टी मेड मीन्स सेकेंड लास्ट, दिस इज द प्री पेनल्टी मेड शेल। It is the pre-penultimate shell and this is the outermost shell. Okay, so here n will give you the period number, but what about the group number? Remember for F block elements these are placed separate from the table, but their group number belongs to the third one, because all these elements are collectively placed along with lanthanum and actinium with the same position. Along with the lanthanum, these 14 elements here, and these are the 14 elements placed along with the actinium in the 6th and 7th period. बल्कि इनके periods भी fixed हैं और group number third है। Okay, so their group number is third। समझ गए? इसका बेटा ग्रुप नंबर थर्ड ही रहेगा और पीरियड नंबर इसके सामने होगा, या 6th होगा या 7th होगा, अलॉन्ग विद लैंथेनियम और एक्टिनियम। मैं आपको एक एग्जांपल के साथ बता रहा हूँ, जरा देखना। सपोज एटॉमिक नंबर 25 you have. Now you have to predict its position. First of all, write its electronic configuration: 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2, and it has 3d5. Last electron is entered into the d subshell, so it belongs to d block elements. Last electron is entered into the d subshell, so it belongs to d block element. First one. Second, this is the outermost configuration. Value of n is 4. This is the ns and this is the n-1 d. So value of n is 4. So its period number is the 4th. ये इसका period number हो गया। Now what about group number? Add these two electrons. ns से इसके दोनों के electrons के sum up कर दो। आप पीछे वीडियो देख सकते हो जब मैंने समझाया था। इन दोनों का sum जो भी आएगा, that will give you the group number. And this is the group number 7, sum of these two electrons. So 25 atomic number elements you will find out here, and it is the manganese. Okay, तो कुछ इस तरह से बेटा आप किसी भी एलिमेंट की पोजीशन प्रेडिक्ट कर सकते हो ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ इट्स इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कन्फिगरेशन। जो इसकी जनरल प्रॉपर्टीज हैं, एस ब्लॉक में क्या है, पी में क्या है, डी में क्या है, एफ में क्या है, वो एलिमेंटल एनालिसिस से ब्लॉक वाइज आगे स्टडी होगी। हालांकि यहाँ पे दे रखे हैं, यू कैन रीड इट। Okay, so watch this video very sincerely and you get so many answers of the questions, and then if you have any doubt then you can call me and message me. Okay, thank you, thanks a lot.